Dean, that was a really poor game that we've just come off the back of. It just didn't seem to have any flow from either side, plenty of errors from both sides, and it did seem that whoever in that second half, whoever made the least amount of errors will probably come out on top.
Yeah, generally rugby league games can do that. Today was a perfect example. Completed at around 50% in the first half. Deservedly coming in behind. Again, giving another team 12-point starts, and the lads showed resilience, determination and togetherness to pull it back and eventually pull away at the end. And I thought our left side, when they clicked, were massively threatening, and our right edge were defensively solid. I was really impressed with Mackenzie Skir defensively. I thought it was really good today.
Another change on that right side, but this one seemed to hold their own a little bit, and North Wales probably had a little bit more success down our left than our right, which probably helped as well.
Yeah, definitely. We've done a lot of video and talked to Mackenzie, and obviously we brought Joe Law in this week on Joe Reg, and he's been fantastic. He's got great speed, he's got good enthusiasm, and a lot of talk to that right edge to support As Levy, which is the only constant in that right edge. So I was really impressed with them defensively. Left side, when they clicked, massively threatening, and also Jude and Jack making breaks, and one Bob streaking away 60-70 metres down the middle of the field were nice to see. But they've got to make sure now that we put it together for 80 minutes. We can't be a good team for 20-25 minutes and get away with it week in, week out. We didn't get away with it last week against Workington. We've got to become an 80-minute team.
Probably no tougher task, or one other tough task, to put it together for 80 minutes against next week's opposition in Keighley that have come out on top against Rochdale today. Going to their place next week, we know it's going to be tough. It wasn't that long since we played them here, and it was a tough afternoon. As you say, the challenge is to try and put something near an 80-minute performance together. Yeah,
we have to do. Against the top two, you can't switch off at all. You've got to be on your very best from minute one. They're very well coached, very well drilled. They know the job's inside out. Heavy leads, big pack. They'll be direct, they'll come at us, then on the back of that they'll play with some shape. But we know what they're going to bring. We've watched a lot of video on them. And we spoke about it on Friday night as coaching staff, how we plan this week to make sure that we're on form and fighting fit, ready to go for Sunday, and hopefully we have another influx of bodies back from injury, and then we can go from there.
We've come through with a clean bill of health from today.
It's the first time we've finished with 17 players, which is like unheard of. So I was really happy with that. 17 finished that started the game, and that told. In the last 20 we were really on form. We looked really fit, and some of the skill was good. We just need to make sure that we put that to the start right the way through to minute 79 and 80.
Whenever we've played North Wales in the recent past, they've never been a flashy side, but they're a side that will do the tough stuff, stick with teams for 70, 80 minutes, however long it takes to break you down. And if you give them the amount of ball that they want, that they will punish you. But they're never fast games. Today being a prime example, it wasn't a particularly fast game.
No, it wasn't a particularly fast game. In the first half, they'd complete a set, kick it down, and they'd be walking, slowing it down, and making it quite ugly. They didn't offer loads of shape at us. They offered loads of power and guile, and then they have the spine players that can do a little bit of X factor. The fullback was outstanding again today. He was really sharp, but I thought our guys turned up, and the stuff that we showed them on video really helped. There was a prime example, Mackenzie Skir with a tackle on Patrick Arvan 1 metre out from the try line. We showed him that multiple times and how he's going to change his body angle, and Skir bundled him into touch. And obviously Joe Law came over the top to finish it. I was really impressed with that. But yeah, you're right. I thought our side showed some toughness and some togetherness to really dig in deep to get the win.
How as a team do you start playing the game to your pace rather than what the opposition dictate?
It's the way we finish our sets and our transitions and the way we move quicker. And if you transition well, you kick well, you front load your energy to try and speed it up, and then you turn the ball over in good ball rather than it being yardage set. So if we can start playing that and then fight to get off the floor and really get quick ones, try and isolate one-on-ones, trying to get unfair fights, big man versus small man. That gives us some game speed, and on the back of that you can play. But when you get a quick one and something's working, don't go away from it. We've been guilty of that in the past, where we've found somebody and got loads of joy around a certain area, and we've decided to shift it for no reason, when we just keep punishing them and almost bully them into submission.
So we can do at least some of that next week.
I'd be happy.
And play for, even if we've got 60 minutes, that bite.
No, 80 or nothing.
But yeah, it's going to be a tough week going into going over to Keighley next week. At least we're doing it off the back of a victory and a reasonably fit squad. Yeah,
reasonably fit squad, and hopefully a couple more back as well to really challenge and push for some places.
Well, congratulations on today. Cheers, Dean.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.